museums started buying my stuff. They made me the belle of the ball. I could do no wrong at all. I won the Paris Biennale. I thought that I would never fall. But I never got a chance to look at myself. I just put my problems on the shelf. I had an image to live up to. And I believed all the hullabaloo. Well, I started doing something different. Critics didn't like that very much. They wanted me to do the same old thing. They thought I was out to lunch. They wanted me to be consistent and throw away my heart. They wanted me to be non-resistant to promote their history of art. Well, I've learned a lot about art since I was 17. Not who is who or who knows who or who is making the scene. I think I'm pretty sure what makes real art comes from deep inside, not a hippity hop to get to the top or learning to swallow your pride.
You look it up, man. He was one of the most honored young artists in LA, young talent, first one.
I don't know. I at that period of time, I was just picking artists that I really liked and taking their photographs. I mean, it says the model, I believe, and then it's like all soaked out window. And it seemed appropriate. I mean, he was a model of like the future to me.
Ah, there'll be tomorrow, then the sun will come shining, and then the sun will come shining through, if you just smile.
What is that thing behind it?
That thing? That's the monkey on my back. It's like, it's an instrument that I sort of created to play by myself. You know, nobody else can play it. Nobody else is allowed to play it.
Someone just squeegeed the horn.
Get him.
Don't touch my mic. You can look really evil sometimes.
Went out of his way to turn his back on the proprieties of the art world. So what does he start doing? He starts this kind of crazy band and his one-man band.
Doc Severinsen is going to go for the week on vacation or something. They asked Lynn to take Doc Severinsen's place for a week. Lynn gets in a fight with the lead girl singer and the whole thing fell apart.
He is very difficult to pigeonhole. He doesn't fit one stylistic trend of the 60s.
One of the landscapes. When I started doing the constructions, then everybody wanted the bloody heads. Do you still have the bloody heads? You know what I mean? It's the way it goes.
And he probably could have been known as the guy who paints the rocks, but he stayed true to a creative vision of constantly create and constantly destroy. And along the way, he's destroyed this career and rebuilt it 5 or 6 times.
I remember Irving Blum and Ferris, the first page of the Mickey Mouse Club, 1934, where they talked about implanting things in children's minds so they absorb them almost unconsciously. Well, it's worked. Disney was a right-wing Republican. He was an FBI informant for the communists. People don't want to really talk about that. And it's a corporate enterprise that's trying to make a hell of a lot of money off of little children who don't know any better. But you get this little teeny child like this, you know, you got a little bottle, I got Mickey Mouse on it. I want that Mickey Mouse thing there, Mama. Oh, okay, man, you know what I mean? And then it's become an American symbol. Here's this big, ugly mouse, but it's almost gruesome. Things are being destroyed. It's amazing. And the cheap crap that comes from China that's made by Disney, it's just cheap crap. It's going to be thrown away after a while. It's a new gallery. It's upstairs. And not that many people probably even know that it's there yet, because this is only a second show. You know, I'm from LA. I haven't had a show in 15 years. You know, I'm sure there's not going to be many people there. You know, I probably alienated so many people in the art world that I wouldn't be there anyway. I guess I've only got myself to blame for not, you know, for not being overly friendly. I was very depressed. I just couldn't function right. I did a lot more with the music and stuff like that, but to get back in, it was like, well, nobody likes me. I just want the opportunity for people to see my stuff. That's all, you know. But when it's kind of gets closed off to you in these big areas, you know, it kind of it becomes very frustrating. I always feel like I'm looking for the future. Now I've been doing all this political art for all this time now, right? Now all of a sudden political art's starting to come in, right? And every time it happens, I'm off going out to do something else. All of a sudden my paintings are getting different. I'm always 10 years ahead. At least that's what I've been told. You know, and each time, and then by that time, and that's how come it never really takes off for me. It's got to be right at the moment it's happening. I miss LA though, you know. It's like, you know, my son they want me to move up there, you know, get land, and I like to get land up there. But it's cold, and just the sun being out today, I started to feel like, oh my God, you know. Hi ho, to Tommy's we go. The original Tommy's.
Tell us about how you...
He just stuck up there. I just wanted to see what he looked like back then.
The bedroom painting showed at the Patricia Ford Gallery in Bergman Station in Santa Monica, and it made quite an impression.
You know, you just gotta live with it. I guess I'll always be a rebel. Fuck, my sandpaper is just gone. I could do that, but every time I take a trip to the hardware stores, another half hour I can't make up here. I gotta make up for New York, man. That was a fucking catastrophe to me. That was an embarrassment. That was an embarrassment. The opening. I mean, there was hardly anybody there. I'm getting fighting mad now. I'll watch this happen. I'll tell you. I wonder if there's going to be anybody else here. Oh, hi, Robert.
Lynn?
All right. Nice
Love
to
your
see you,
show,
man.
man. This is Andy Dick. He's a comedian. This is
Oh,
the
yeah,
artist,
Andy.
Lynn Fowler.
Nice to meet you. I
All
love
right.
it. I love it.
Did you see the big one down there? You too. Go over and see my big painting at Patty Farms. I had this big one I worked on for years. Okay. Driving over here, I'm just thinking, nobody's going to like my stuff.
Oh,
Really? Oh, I do that. I do that to myself all the time.
do you feel better now?
Liking it and buying it is two different things.
Well, that's, yeah.
God, I've been nothing but compliments all the way. I can't stand it.
It's a lot of work talking about yourself.
This is your best show in years.
Thank you. Did you see the big one down there? It's a little fragile. What is it? My God. Oh, I don't even remember this. Nothing's ever finished. Your whole time is spent regretting this and that you didn't do this and you could have done this and, you know, it's never finished. And then all of a sudden, it's finished. I don't know. I know what's in there. I need to find a woman. That's what I need. I need to find a woman. This is getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. But what are we going to do now? Go into the old age home there and advertise there? Or, you know, I guess show some people that there's something else out there besides young people. Besides young people. I never thought I'd ever be saying that. You know? It just comes right into with my dream. I mean, I started a one-man band 28 years ago. Well, she did. Well, she fooled around. She never thought of me. But at least, that's what they tell me. Well, it might as well be summer after springtime, in the winter after fall. She was only 21 and I was 6 feet tall. I don't know, I'm just, I'm just looking at it now and thinking, what torment I went through with this thing. What torment. Ridiculous.
I know he showed it in, I think, '94, and then he took it out of the gallery because he felt it wasn't done. So we'll see if he finishes it this time. He has to. He will. He will.
Way too much blood. That's way too much blood. Go.
I would say like 12 inches.
The problem with artists is they're all egomaniacs.
Well, yeah. Exactly.
Including me. Well, I said all of them. I hope I get something from this.
You are going to get so much. Don't worry.
Oh my God.
You do.
I mean, it's been such a long time, you know, and it's kind of like, you know, so you can work your ass off, you know, and then that big lost frontier in there like that. A Warhol Campbell soup can that took a half an hour to paint, and anybody could paint because it was nothing. It was sold for more than that painting.
It looks amazing.
You know, it's the most interesting to me when you're standing this close.
Yeah.
Because then you feel like you're right in it.
No, it's definitely one that you gotta get close to.
I think it's best. I think it's best this close.
Yeah.
Right, like this. You know. It's not really made to be seen at a distance. It's supposed to be.
It's great.
Okay. I don't know what my former wife's going to think when I.
Is she gonna come?
Yeah, she's coming to the opening. Yeah. Okay. I'll go along with it. Maybe I will give it up.
Well, I've been a cowboy ever since the age of 10. I've been out mending fences since I can remember when. Hey, I never thought that a cowboy was the guy who rode the range.
It's important to me to do the right thing with the picture. It's like somebody, you know, say, well, you know, you got a book that's not done, it's 3/4 done, you know. Somebody wants to buy the book and publish the book. You're not going to publish a book unless it's done, you know. So yeah, and now I feel like I'm getting it, so I'm cool now. First time I've ever been on the cover of an art magazine. This is Art in America. Look at that. Look at that. Can you believe that? And the person I love the most. Look at that. And the inside article talks about some of that stuff. So, but anyway, look at that. Oh, I was trying to find the picture. How do you think I felt? I'm sitting here trying to look younger, and he makes me look twice as old because I like the light shining down here, and it gets the bags under your eyes, all this, you know. And I got this look, and I got the glasses down here. It's like I could be 90 years old or something. Okay. I sometimes wonder why I'm I used to call it, or started to call it narcissistic, that everything has to be about myself. Because it was all about my marriage and women and all this, I just have to get to the point where I'm just almost in a trance finishing it, because it doesn't mean as much into me anymore. No, there's just a lot I have to do to it. I don't have to have it. It works without the head. It works without, but I want to make it deeper yet. I've got it in my mind. Whether I can do it or not, whether I have enough time, I don't know. It's hard when you get older. You start seeing all these people dying all around you, and you know, first your relatives, first your mothers and your fathers and your sisters and your brothers, and you know, all this, everything's, and when he starts dying off, and then you got these people that are just alone. There's the end of the road, you know. Then you see all the people dying off around you, and it's like, oh my God. You know, it's like, it's a very short life. You don't realize how short it is. No one when they're young realizes how short it is.